Strong block, also known as strong nodes. What I'm going to be doing is an entire case study to try and achieve well over $250,000 in a single year with strong nodes. Now, this video is going to outline everything you need to know about this project, where I believe it's currently going with the current market conditions, and everything you need to know in order to go out there and set up your own nodes in strong block if you want to go ahead and do so. So I'm going to walk you through everything. Now, what I'm going to tell you at first is that I'm not a financial advisor. Do what you want, yada, yada. You get the idea. If you listen to me and lose money, don't come crying to me. I'm just going to invest what I'm affording to lose, what I can lose. Now, before I actually dive into this, what I want to let you know is I'm not a charting expert, I'm not a charting master, but I will say that with the knowledge that I do have and, you know, kind of going with my day-to-day operations and just pretty much learning as I go as well, I've been able to make a decent passive income stream with Wonderland Time and different DAOs, following the same exact strategy of kind of very basic charting and where price is going to end up so I can potentially buy the bottom and ride it back up. Now, first thing you need to understand before I dive into the price prediction really quickly is where Bitcoin currently sits, because let's face it, everything pretty much follows Bitcoin, right? So obviously we had a pretty decent pump at the beginning of the week. However, with all of the Fed and the interest rates and everything that's happening, we're starting to go down. And because we're heading into the weekends typically have very low volume, and sometimes weekends aren't necessarily bullish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait out this weekend before I actually decide to really ape into strong, because I have goals that I'm going to try to attain. And we're going to go over the calculator in just a few seconds. But let me go into where I believe strong is going. Now, as we can tell in the last month, hasn't been looking too hot. As a matter of fact, in the last 3 months, hasn't been looking too hot. There was a lot of hype, around January, mid-January, and it really rallied the price up as well. But again, I don't necessarily want to say that this project isn't going to see new all-time highs or even head back up towards the all-time highs, because the entire market is just down. So what exactly am I looking for here, and let me go to the higher time frames so I can make this point more clear. So what are these lines representing, and most importantly, where exactly am I looking to actually buy in? Where am I looking to invest into strong nodes in order to have the 10 nodes that I need to go ahead and create a node and pretty much ride the price back up? Well, you see this little purple box around here between 360 and roughly 280 or so is where I'm going to start looking to acquire strong. Now, I'm going to keep dollar cost averaging my way in, but the problem is, since it's on the Ethereum network, and again, I'm going to use Ethereum rather than Matic or Polygon, it's going to be a little bit more expensive, so I have to account for gas fees. So essentially, I'm going to look for 2 or 3 entrances, and each gas transaction for each gas should probably be in the range of like 80 to, again, since it's the weekend, there's not that much volume, maybe 100, 120 bucks. So I have to consider that into the pricing factor. So I'm going to start accumulating probably 3, 6, and then 4. So 3 different transactions starting at 360. Then if we keep going down, and again, the entire market sentiment with Bitcoin isn't looking too hot, then we definitely are going to we're going to see lower prices. However, I don't want you to think that I'm saying we're going down forever here, because quite frankly, if this continues, if Bitcoin just keeps on going down, what's going to happen is more than likely it's going to go sideways for a decent amount of time as the Fed figures out what they want to do and investors are sitting on the sideline, which means that when Bitcoin goes sideways, it becomes alt season. And because of the market cap with strong that we see right over here, 56 million, we can see strong hit like a 3 to 5x if we see a really, really, really strong alt season that potentially might come up sooner rather than later. So again, that's kind of where I'm looking to enter. Now, the calculator that I have was created by the calculator guy. Shout out to him. And if you want this particular Google Sheet, it'll be in the description down below. This is his information. Donate to him if you found this useful. There's a ton of different calculators. But what I'm looking for is how much it's going to take me in order to hit my $250,000 in a single year goal at the current price of strong. So you can see I've been playing around with the numbers, right? And I had 10 in the beginning. It's 137,000 per year at the current time. However, we're going to go with strong, and we're going to go with the price of strong as well. So here's the thing, is that we're going to play around with the investment calculator, the initial, and the amount of initial nodes that I had as well. So the price of Strong, ideally to hit $250,000, right? If it goes to, let me check 350. So let's try 375 perhaps. So if Strong goes ahead and maintains the price of $375, right? In a single year, I'll be able to bare minimum hit $250,000 from the initial investment that I go ahead and put in. Now, let's just say, because I need 20 nodes, let's say my average entry is around 320, because that's in between 280 and 360, where I'll start dollar cost averaging my way in. So I need 20 nodes multiplied by 320. That'll cost me $6,400. Now, again, that's phenomenal. And the most money that anybody makes is during market turmoil, when people are scared, when people are fearful, because that creates massive buying opportunities. Now, unfortunately, people who buy at the top are going to be stuck holding the bag. Now, before I dive into how to actually create a node and everything that you need to kind of understand, what I'm going to tell you, if you want to see updates pretty often, make sure that you subscribe with notifications. Smash the like if you enjoyed this video as well. So if you want access to a private community of DeFi individuals and participants, you can join the We Them Discord down below. As you can see, this is the holders, and I'll get to that in a second. But we talk literally so much about different projects and a lot of alpha into projects to get in early, and everything that, quite frankly, is very, very lucrative in the DeFi space. If you want to get in on that, if you want to get in on the holders chat, again, there's just a generic community as well that you can join. But if you want to become a holder, you can claim a Rebel off the floor. It's currently literally less than 0.1 Ethereum right now. It's out of steal. I would suggest getting in. However, let's actually dive into Strong Block, and in my opinion, why it's a really good project as well. So first thing is first, you can see right over here, there's over 305,000 nodes currently. And by the way, a node is very crucial for the blockchain. So you have miners and, again, pretty much nodes that work hand in hand, basically, validating transactions and just making the blockchain work in general. So nodes are very, very important. So the other thing that I really like about Strong Block is the simple fact that the owners are doxed. So again, we could see that we have David Moss, Brian Abramson, and Corey Lederer. They are individuals that are doxed, giving this project a lot more confidence in personally. So then we have Hack and Audits. So multiple different audits in September, November, and December of last year. So again, very strong that the contracts were audited. So not only is there security, a doxed team, there's also that hidden layer of community. So what I'm really scared of right now is if there's a lot of hype that leaves Strong, which I don't see it happening anytime soon, but if there's a lot of hype that pretty much leaves Strong and the community doesn't keep on rallying, this project will lose some steam. But like I said, because of the market cap, it's relatively small in comparison to how unique this is, especially with a doxed team. I can't enforce that. This project has so much potential. So how exactly do you participate in actually creating a node? So the first thing you're going to need to do is go to metamask.io, and you're going to click download, and you can download it for Chrome, iOS, or Android. I suggest downloading it for Chrome. So when you go ahead and install MetaMask, you have this little puzzle piece icon. Just make sure you click the little pin next to MetaMask and go through the setup process. Then you'll have a wallet that looks a little something like this right over here. Now, this is your Ethereum address where it says copy to clipboard right over here. You would click on copy in order to go ahead and actually get Ethereum from one of the sources that I'm about to show you, or two of them really. So in order to send yourself Ethereum, you can use something like coinbase.com, and it's very, very easy. You can link up your bank account, you can link up your debit card, and you can initiate a purchase of Ethereum in that case, and send it over to your actual wallet. So let me show you how to do that exactly. So, okay, let's just say you're in Coinbase. What you're able to do is just go ahead, buy and sell. And in my case, I'm going to want Ethereum, right? So let me click Ethereum, and you're going to enter however much you want in order to be able to acquire Strong nodes. So I'm just gonna put $100 in here just for simplicity purposes, because I already have some in my actual hardware wallet. So I have a decent amount in my hardware wallet that I can send. So you're gonna choose how you wanna pay. In my case, again, we can choose the bank account, a wire transfer, or you can add a payment method such as a debit card. So I'm gonna click on back, and I'm gonna initiate the purchase over here, preview buy, and it should be available relatively soon. So let me click buy now. And let me show you what happens after this. So now you can see I have the balance inside of my account. And what I'm able to do, if you see your assets, you can go into Ethereum and see it. And then what you do is on the top left hand, you can actually click send and receive. Now remember, let me just go ahead and click send all. So there's $95 that I can currently send. However, remember I said to make sure you send it to your MetaMask. What you're gonna do is you're gonna open up MetaMask over here. Once you have it set up, you're gonna click on copy to clipboard where it says account 1, so that's your address. And from here, you're just going to, in the to section, paste that in there, and that's all you have to do. And then again, just simply continue, send now, and that's pretty much it. Now, the other option you have that a lot of individuals have had a really easy time using is MoonPay. You can actually go ahead and buy crypto with your debit card via MoonPay. And all you would have to do is simply put, if you were to just click on Ethereum, the amount that you would want, let's just say 500 bucks, click continue, link up right over here. We can click MetaMask, right? So right over here, you can click continue again, enter your email, and go through the process of actually purchasing crypto. However, inside of MetaMask as well, this is the last option. Oh, look at that. We have the money from Coinbase already. You're actually able to click on the buy option, and they have one that's called Wire. Wire right over here lets you buy like $500 or so every 24 hours after you confirm your identity, as well as confirm the bank account transaction number that they send to you via your bank. They make you copy and paste a transaction ID from the transaction to confirm that it's your card. So now let's theoretically say we have MetaMask set up and we have Ethereum in our MetaMask as well. What you're gonna do is go to strongblock.io, or now that it's .com, and from here you're gonna click on create your node now or click on app. So we're gonna keep it very simple. Make sure that your wallet is connected, and by the way, to always stay safe, when we go ahead and have a wallet like MetaMask, we always wanna check on connected sites, and we wanna start removing sites that have access to our wallet just to make it a little bit more safe. So the less connections you have, the better, because at the end of the day, you can simply go ahead and keep reconnecting your wallet as you need. So again, you can see right over here, let me just disconnect MoonPay. You could see that I have StrongBlock at the bottom. I'm gonna disconnect, and now it says connect wallet. Now, here's how you connect your wallet. It's very simple. You just click on connect wallet, click on MetaMask, and then just click on next, and there we go, click connect, and here we are. Now, in order to create a node, and we could see all nodes as well from many different individuals, we could see in the My Nodes section, you would click on create your node. Now, you would name your node, give it a description, and just understand two things. You need 10 strong tokens in order to go ahead and actually create your own node. And there's a $15 monthly maintenance fee that you need to pay as well. So once you go ahead and do all this, make sure that you have Strong in your wallet. You need Strong in your wallet in order to go ahead and approve or create the Ethereum node. However, once you are here, once everything's filled out, you would click approve Strong. It would say you have to pay this gas fee, so I'll click confirm. And once it's approved, you can click create Ethereum node, and it will go ahead, read your wallet, see you have the Strong, and start going ahead and initiating the actual process of creating your node. So then you just click on create Ethereum node. So from there, you can actually go ahead, go back to app. It would show you your nodes down below and the ability to claim as well. Now here's the problem with claiming, is that when you claim, it costs a decent amount of gas. Sometimes 30 bucks, sometimes 70 bucks. You know, it depends on network activity. So you can let it compound as you wish, and I would suggest letting it compound and growing over time. And again, if you don't want to keep paying those fees, then you're just going to have to let it sit there, which again is exactly what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to let it sit there in order to hope and it attains the goal that I'm trying to go for. So here's the other thing, and I'll end it off here, is that this isn't going to play out immediately, meaning that I don't necessarily think, because we're on the 4-hour chart, right? I don't necessarily think this will happen going into my price targets until the next 2, even up to 5 days. However, I'm waiting for my price target because if there's one thing that I learned in this space, it's be super, super patient. If you kind of understand where the market is heading or the trend of the current space and the market, you're going to more than likely be able to find and snipe a perfect entry. For example, I've been sidestepping Ethereum. What that means is I sold Ethereum at 32.40 or so. That was pretty much the high, right? And then what I did was I bought back in at 29.50 recently, and that took 2 days to happen. And this happened over the last 2 days. So when it comes down to crypto, be patient. Don't just ape in right now because it looks like a great opportunity. So again, we can see the strong support levels that we have, and we can also see using this parallel channel, we can see this particular, let me go to the daily actually, so you have a really clear indication of what I'm seeing. So right over here, because I don't like the volume, right? So let me hide the volume actually. So right over here, we can see that in this particular parallel channel, it's descending, meaning that the price action is constantly pushing downwards. And we can see the simple trend of pushing down, right? And then it keeps bouncing off of this trend line, heading back up, bouncing and hitting the top trend line. And essentially, now what's really important is you see the middle, like that little dotted trend line. Sometimes it bounces off, heads back to the upside, but if it breaks out of this channel, quite frankly, it doesn't necessarily have a limit. But again, if it goes past the all-time high, then we're in price discovery. But like I said, I'm going to be very patient here. You don't want to rush these things because that can be the difference between making a lot and losing a lot. So again, I'm going to be patient. I'm definitely going to hit that $250,000 goal. And again, this is my strategy. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the Discord. Follow me on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe with notifications. I will see all you guys very soon. Have a phenomenal and safe day. And hopefully I release the next video tomorrow. And yeah, we'll keep on going, guys. Have a great one. Bye, everybody.